Hey, it's John Mayfield, the real estate tech guy. I have a brand new Dell 4K cam I'm going to unbox and take a look at. So let's unbox this and see what it is all about. So I'm currently using a couple of different cameras. I have the Brio, Logitech Brio. I'm also using the OBS bot, which I really like a lot. It's but it's not a 4K camera. And then I've been using my Canon camera. It's an M EOS 50. Maybe it's EOS M50, but anyway, it's a Canon and great camera. But trying to shoot it in 4K has some time limitations. So this is a brand new camera I just purchased from Dell. You can see the information here, and I'll have a link to the website. As real estate professionals, having a good quality camera for web conferencing, working with clients is so important. So this is an ULTRASHARP webcam camera. This is what the box looks like. We have some more. Got a little arrow here, which is nice. Sometimes you have to. So that's nice. I like that. Some more plastic off here. I've done a couple of unboxing things in the past, and thought, maybe I should do some more of these for my real estate school students. So looks like they have this thing really packaged up pretty well here, and I would presume that is the lens cover. So looks like we will plug it in here, and we'll see what else we've got inside here. Plug in USB-C to USB 3.0, it looks like. And then we've got this little guy here, which will, I presume, this maybe goes right in there, and then this will fit right on top the monitor, or looks like maybe we might even be able to use this on top of a camera mount. We'll take a look and see the choices, but it looks like that will just fit right on top somehow. So we'll take a look at that and see. Also got, oh yeah, so you can put this on top on a mount, on a tripod, and that's probably what we're going to do right up here. So very cool. And then of course we get the instructions, the quick start guide. But who wants to use that, right? I will probably take a quick look at it before we set this up. So let's go. I'm going to go hook it up now, and then you're going to come back and see what it looks like. Okay, so I have an interactive board. I've plugged in my camera. I have it right over here. You can see we're going to do a comparison next to my other Canon camera. So I'm just going to click Get Started here, and let's see. Looks like I maybe need to take the lens cap off. So we have it off. Hey, looks like a pretty sharp camera. So has some choices here. We have default, touch up, smooth out your appearance. Now, what I have normally done in the past is I've used Camtasia, but I'm just gonna show you, I have on my monitor here. So I'm going to select I'm going to add a new scene. And I'm going to call this, to switch over to my Dell keyboard, I'm going to call this the Dell 4K cam. And I'm going to click OK. And now right here in OBS, I'm going to click on the plus button, and I'm going to add a new video capture device, and I'm going to call this Dell 4K 4K. I won't name it the same thing as before. And so here I'm going to actually go down, and I should be able to find the Dell webcam, and there it is right there. Okay, looks good. I may do some adjustments, and so I'll click OK, and we're going to make this now. Full length of the screen, and if I come over here, we'll adjust the camera a little bit here in just a second, but we are set up. Now there's one more thing I need to set up here, and that is in my Stream Deck. And I'm going to add this in OBS. I'm going to add a new scene right there. Okay, so let's take a look at how this works. Okay, John Mayfield again, the real estate tech guy, doing a test on the new Dell 4K camera. Now, I'm actually shooting this with my Canon EOS M50. So this is the Canon camera. I have a little tiny bot, and I say tiny bot, it's the OBS. So let's see if we can get the camera over here so you can see this camera, and let's see if I can do that. It's supposed to zoom in. Really a cool camera, and I love it. It actually will follow me around as I walk. This is my interactive display that I use for when I'm doing live streaming with Global Real Estate School. I guess I should do something with my wireless microphone. Normally I'm all hooked up when I do this, but this is a great tool that I'm able to do problems for my real estate class. Here's a question we just did. If you're thinking about real estate school, go over to Global Real Estate School. But let's go over here and take a look at the Dell 4K camera. Now, I'm on the Canon camera right now. All the lighting's set the same, and I'm going to actually press my Stream Deck, and now we are with the Dell 4K camera. So not certain how this is looking. It's kind of frozen on my monitor end, so we'll find out shortly if that is actually working or not. I may need to adjust the camera size, but let's go back and take a look at the, there again is the Canon camera. That's a little overlay that I have, and now we're going to go back over to the Dell camera. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of adjustment here. But again, it's frozen on my monitor, so I don't know how that's working on the other side. But we'll check it out. Again, it's the Dell 4K camera. You can go into OBS and change some settings. Maybe that's what I need to do. I'm not certain, but I'm going to take a look. And again, that is the tiny OBS camera that I bought online. It's not a 4K. They do have a 4K they just came out with that I probably will take a look at. But again, going back over to the Canon, and this is the Dell camera. Now, I'm going to kind of try to get in here a little bit differently. Okay, I'm going to try one more test here with the camera. I went in and made some changes to the 4K camera, and for some reason it's still freezing. And I noticed other people have had that problem as well when they are working with the Canon 4K. Now, I did change this setting to a vibrant setting. For some reason, the camera's not quite picking up as good as it could. But I'm going to jump over to my MacBook, and we're going to do a quick recording there. Okay, so I've jumped over to my MacBook. Now you're looking at me now with the Logitech Brio over here on my MacBook, or at least I wasn't earlier. So that is the 4K camera. I kind of like the quality. I think the depth and the picture. I've not done really a lot of adjusting with either camera, but we'll go back over to take a look at the Brio so you can see that. Here we go. So there's the Brio camera. So you can see, I mean, the camera's angled a little bit differently. I could probably move the Dell back somewhat as well. So again, that's a Logitech Brio. We're going to jump back over, take a look at the Dell 4K cam, and you can kind of compare and see what you think looks the best. So there's the Dell 4K. I mean, I'll do some more working with the Windows side because it looks like it's working fine on my MacBook. So it's weird. You know, I had so many issues with the interactive monitor with my MacBook, and I hooked everything up to Windows. It works seamlessly. And now I'm having trouble with this little Dell 4K camera. So anyway, that's the Dell camera. I mean, I'm looking at it in the monitor. It looks pretty cool. And if we go back over so you can see the Brio, little bit different look. And I can throw back up the Canon, what it looked like earlier from the Windows machine. A little closer shot, as you can see, but this is the Brio, and I've got to be honest with you, I think I was probably going to send the Dell camera back, but I think it works great here, and I'm probably going to keep it because I like the quality of it, and I think it'll work good for certain situations. Again, not certain why it wasn't working with OBS on Windows, freezing up, but I'll look around. Maybe there's some changes, and maybe someone knows that's watching this and they can post it as well. Well, you got to have a good quality web camera if you're going to be a real estate professional or a business professional and you're doing a lot of Zoom meetings. I think having a good quality web camera is important. Other little things is this is my Shure microphone that I'm using, and I have a little booth that brands my real estate school, which is kind of cool. Sometimes I do some recording over here. You can see and sometimes I don't know what finger is going correctly, but where you see the banner, I'm turning that way, but I know sometimes on screen that gets flipped around, but have a branded banner. Do some creative things. I try to do that at Global Real Estate School. But I hope this unboxing of the Dell 4K camera was helpful. I hope that you got some good ideas. I like it. I think it looks good here, and it's not freezing at all on the Mac side, and which is what I use most of the time. This is the Brio that I've been using for most of my web meetings, which I think does a very good job. But I don't know. I'll have to look at the video a couple times and see which one I want to go with. But Brio, and one last time, the Dell camera. There you go. All right.